All right, how's it going, gang? And we are going to do some Europa Universalis V tonight. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Hope everything's going well. And I'm not sure how much more of the Andalusia series we are going to do because we have achieved our goal. I'd like to get all the culture unified. I'd like to get a flowing, strong economy on there and kind of finish that up. So that's kind of the goal, because we still have a lot of work to do in Andalusia. The one thing we have to really consider, and we're gonna go ahead and also fix a couple things. There we go. All right, so should be back in business now, and tweak this a little bit. All right, there we go. So without further ado, let's get to work. We are working also on getting our naval range increased so we can go colonize the New World, since in the fact that it's really only France and a few others going to be colonizing, we probably should get that done. We're going to lose our diplomatic corps. Not much we can do about that. That's just nature of the beast. Even with our high diplo, it's just not enough. And you know, it happens. Doesn't help that our ruler isn't high in diplo either, but it was definitely a good run while we had it. Our cultures, we do have a mess. We got an accepted culture here, but then we got on here mortal enemies with Castilian, and then some of these are mixed. We got to turn around and get these positive in order to really put it all together. So that's where I say we got a lot of work to do. I want to see if we can get some more universities going, because we're going to need that. And let's rock and roll on that. We got to get trade turned around. There's a lot of stuff we got to do still. And then we got to see who's got the strongest. Portuguese. Chiefdom of Alto Alentejo. Okay, we can improve with the French. I'm good with that. We got a lot of people that need married. I guess I was not expecting that. But it's been a minute since we last played this, so I'm not surprised. We ended, I think, on a note where we got a lot of stuff going on. But, you know, it won't take too long to get all these guys married. Let's do that one. And we're getting some diplo rep, so that's, or not diplo rep, prestige, so that'll help. That'll definitely help with everything. And we also do get diplo rep from prestige, so it's nice when you can get that extra diplo rep. So this one is also a territory we want to go ahead and curry favors, which we're doing. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work here to pull this off. And then we have one, I believe it's right here. Yep. Where we need to also curry more favors, which we're starting to do. We're gonna get to 25, and then we got to give them some money, and then we can start clearing this up. Let's go over here. I believe we can curry favor here. Hello, Sala. How are you doing? Let's see. No, we need to look at the population here. Who has the most population? Athens. I can't do it with Athens. Damn. I mean, I guess we could. I mean, there is a way to do that. It's just a matter, do I really want to? Is kind of the ultimate question. Valencia should. Valencia is not. Okay. Catalan. All right, so we'll have to adjust everything we can. And Galicia, we can fix that too. I gotta remember exactly what I had, because holy crap, it's been a minute. Okay, that's done. That's done. I need to take some time this week and finish editing. I think I have 30 hours of Ottoman speedrun footage. Did not quite get where I wanted. We had some interesting challenges, but I did finish Historical Borders. And you're doing good? Been busy these days working at my company? Well, you know, nothing wrong with that. I'd been busy working on our gardenings, because I also have a gardening channel, KAIDRAGON Garden, and we had a hailstorm that was unreal that just devastated the garden. So that was why I canceled last night. Around 8 o'clock, we got such crazy hail. It looked like a snowstorm. And then I had a lot of damage I had to fix. God, it was a mess. I don't want to go down that route. I want to stay belligerent for now. So we'll leave that alone. Yeah, I don't think I have any other values I really need to change right now. So just to help with some of the problems that we got here, I'm going to go ahead and work on Seville, so we can get that chord. Because it's going to take a bit to get the Castilian population to basically like us. It's going to definitely take a while. Good news is there's a lot of towns around here, so we're definitely set up. I kind of want to go ahead and make this a town, so let's do that. And we'll make this a town too. Yeah, leave the rest alone so we can finish tidying this up a little bit. Okay, colonizing. We are set up to fix a few things so we can colonize in a bit. So we'll be good. And we'll be doing a lot of exploration when we can. And that's a bug because there's no way losing status. I don't know what's going on there. It thinks we're going to lose status for some weird reason. Oh yes, we got to destroy our enemy Mali. That's what we're working on next. I completely forgot we were going to go to war with Mali. I'll let them deal with that. Oh, that's right. I got allies, Mamluk and France. That's good. We'll have to utilize them. Yeah, I've got it coming up. I needed to get that. and then it's right this, and I had it here a second ago. Yeah, this one here. And I'll be moving that around as much as I can. I'm going to try to move that stuff up priority as soon as I can. And then let's get more. Get some mass temples there. And let's get some universities. I don't have to worry about it. My Zerg rush won't be too bad. You need to get these guys finished at some point. It won't be too bad though. Just gotta keep getting our change that. We're also saving up to change religion. We are going to change that too at some point. And this is probably one of the best cultures in the game, Basque. We are doing a, I'm going to do a Navarra, although not really a fan of what I saw. 1.2 is coming out soon. I don't know really how I feel about it. We'll see what happens on it. We'll see what happens on it. And I'll get to that. I just got some important ones I want to get done. Because originally I was not going to bother colonizing. I did the historical borders with the Ottomans, and I had so much money I just didn't care. So yeah, I ended up colonizing and taking a large chunk of the Caribbean, which was funny. I think I need to upgrade my troops. I think that's what I was running into, maybe. I think. God, it's been too long. I barely remember anything. I do know I need to get this past 75 to become an empire. So we gotta take care of that too. Let's see if there's anybody really pissy with us too. It's not terrible. Could be way worse. I'm not really sure what they're doing. I'm not really sure what the hell they're doing there. I guess we'll send this army up north. It looks like they're just walking around. I mean, do they know they're supposed to like siege? What the hell are they doing? Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. There we go. Yeah, that's strange. It's like I had to come up here and tell them, hey, what the hell are you guys doing? Is Shinoa a vassal of mine? A follow-through threat on Milan on behalf of Shinoa. Oh. I guess I do have... I do have that. Okay. Goes to tell you how long it's been since I last played. I think. Oh yeah, I don't even have a military yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo some stuff because I need to get that military too. Damn. That's a little painful. Yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of changes here. Yeah, I'll reassess everything here in a minute. Because this looks like a complete mess. Okay, so we need that. And I need that. All right. I'll get my governor so I can get the naval governor, though, at least. I really can't move capitals till some of the other problems are resolved. Okay, that's done. Can I just piece them out yet? Yes, I can. There we go. I'll take their money. Then I'm gonna make sure we don't have castles there. I don't need it to take forever. The only castle I wanted to leave is up at the borders. It serves no purpose for me right now. There we go. All right, fix that problem. All right, let's see if I can remember what we were doing, guys. Okay, so this one's fully converted. So we can go ahead and devour him. This one's almost fully converted. It's almost. This one needs to change culture. That one still don't. I think that one's done. No, it's not. Okay, I guess we need to tell a bunch of people to change culture. Okay, we should be close enough we can destroy Mali, so I want to go ahead and go to war. Oh, no, Safika. I wasn't here, and so I didn't want bots or anything spamming while I was gone, because nobody was moderating it. You know what? I'll call in France to help us. Goal is to actually have. Okay, we'll take that. And we'll call in France. This will be an easy war. Yeah, I had this up for a while. It was on monitor. Yeah. France could help moderate. Yeah, they could. How are you doing, South Africa? You keep staying out of trouble or staying in trouble? Or all the above? My double our efforts on Seville. And since I know I can just have France do Francie things, that'll make this easier. Okay, I already told him to change culture. Okay, I gotta remember this stuff because God, it's been a minute. All right, so we got that. Okay, he's mad at us because I told him change culture. Change culture. And also need to check a couple of these. Don't know if we're okay. You slid hard into the barrier on a go-kart track. You bruised your rib from a collision, but do you think I got like, yikes, that don't sound fun. I don't think you're supposed to crash it like that, South Africa. Oh yeah, we still got Super Tunis. I forgot about him. Okay, we need to send them money. Now, this will keep working up on our favors. Did I send the wrong thing? Shit, I did send the wrong thing. I hit the wrong thing. Shit. Well, it started getting him favors. Okay, I gotta cancel that. Okay, good news is that should still get some favors. Then this one is what I need next. Should say we can't do any more favors. Got a little bit of shenanigans to do. That's part of the waiver you signed. Yeah, don't think you're supposed to crash. Hey, let's go ahead and profess trust. I want to just experiment on that real fast. This should be moving along fairly easy. Oh yeah, France is already doing work. I didn't have to ask them to do anything or anybody to do anything, so that'll work. All right, so next thing I need. Okay, so now we are getting favors. It's gonna be important that we take care of that. Can't curry any more favors, but now it should automatically increase now. Then over here, gotta fight in the country. And my mess of crap. Oh my god, where the hell is it? I know how to fix that. We'll just do that. I need Castilian. And I need this one. All right, I'm gonna send him some money. Oh, he needs that much to increase favors. Well. I'd like to sped this up. I guess I'm going to do that much. Hopefully that'll work. We're going to roll the dice and see if that works. Okay, trade income. We got to work on more trade. I'm not going to stress about that. I'm just need to do the war because, you know, war never changes. Okay, next thing we're going to do is look at top tier areas for our production. Weapons is our best choice. And I guess I'll have her marry over there. Still need more prestige. Got to keep that rolling. We'll eventually catch up to Great Woo. Eventually. Okay, so we got France over here colonizing, doing France things. I think, okay, we got some colonies coming over here. It's good. So I think go ahead and do another one there. I'm gonna start a few more. That'll work. Yep, so now we're getting 19, so we need to get to 100. Then we can do some shenanigans to fix this. Which won't be too bad. How close are we to finishing? We're getting there. I'm going to go ahead and increase our weapon production. Seems to be our big bang for our buck kind of thing right now. Looks like they're just running out of momentum when they get down there. Wonder why France is getting their butt kicked. Yeah, France is committed to the war. No idea what the hell's going on there. I'd make a joke about them forgetting that they're at war, but you know. Let's see. So we can increase our integration or conduct a census. Kind of want to conduct the census. So I don't want to go to war this session, so let's see what we can do. Increase opinion. Wants to break alliance with France? What the hell are they doing? They're crazy. Okay, we support bellicose movement too while we're at it. That's fine. All right, we'll do that. We can fix this. We can fix it. We can always fix it. We'll just drive up inflation a little bit. Finish that. Not a big deal. Sometimes you just gotta print more money. I may have to get involved in this war. I didn't really want to. I guess I have no choice. All right. Guess we're getting involved. It is a sad day. All right. Crank that up too. And I guess we'll do that one. And our son is pretty good. I guess I need to sponsor some education too. Gotta send him to college. Okay, so let's come down here. Since that's our territory. Yeah, let's see if we can do more marriages, get more prestige. And that really, there we go. Getting one prestige here and there, but nothing exactly to write home to. Let's go ahead and have him strengthen the government so I get a little bit more cash. Big jump in cash by doing that. Has to prove relations. So we want this one. The goal is to keep improving Castilian culture. We have to end the hostility so we can unite all of Iberia. So it's a pretty big deal. And I could have a lot of these guys start converting too. It's not going to hurt. Just to kind of slowly kind of shift things around, as well as get them to convert their faith, because we've got a lot of that going on there. Because our goal is to unite this and become the empire. Cool, we got that. And I'm gonna go ahead and make them change culture too. Got a handful of upset people. Not too big of a deal. I'll move right there. Our patrol is looking all right. Well, it looks like they got drove back. Okay, we'll hit right here. Want to get the morale back up if we can. Seems like we're gonna really struggle. May have to bring in our good units. I was trying to avoid that. We're going to tell them to pound sand this time. Now let's see what we got here. Okay, I have not building. I've got a lot of cities. I just got to get the control up and we'll be in good shape, which taking a little longer. I need that. And I need that. So we can start making a difference. I want to get everything back and running. Yeah, we should still have our knights, so we're good there. And we're gonna go with block lowborn commanders. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I think we're set up pretty much everywhere here. How much tax are we? So we can squeeze a little bit more out of them. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit out of the demi now. And then looks like Barcelona is paying a lot to make books. All right, let's get some of these books going. I want to try to make as much money as I can trade good wise. No, it looks like we lost. Damn. I'm shocked. All right, I guess we're bringing in the real deal. All right. I guess I want to bring in some regulars after all. Okay, we got a new Sultan. I guess he passed away while sailing. Oh, that stinks. But, you know, now we got a new era. New generation. Yeah, let's go ahead and get more education for his kid. I'm gonna try to make sure these guys are a little bit smarter. I figured they would have just came across by now, but they haven't. All right, let's go ahead and reinforce wherever the hell the levees are. So we can try to make some difference here. Just crossing the desert's been kicking our butt. Okay, these guys got food. Move down along here. The fact that we're losing because we don't have France is kind of crazy, because they can't send their full army down here. Now that we got our regulars, we can get down here. This will make a difference when we can open this. Crossing the Sahara is not gonna work too easy. That's why we just gotta kind of restructure things a little bit. Not a big deal. Looks like we got some good areas to get some tanneries. Profit will be really good. Okay. Just keep putting more people to work, getting our economy rolling. Not a big deal. And I guess go back to his father. Arrange more marriages. Nope. Guess we're capped out. Give them more power or crush them. Crush them. I don't want to give them more power. They already get enough power. I'm going to try to go for wiping these guys out then. All right, stack wipe there, and no stack wipe, unfortunately. I was hoping we get a stack wipe. Yeah, we get some more spinners. Goal is to really start building our economy aggressively. Looks like we've started to make some progress finally. I had a feeling that this was going to be a little bit of a struggle. And I guess we can cover a little bit more. So we're pretty much all over the place anyway. Although it seems to be focused there. Yeah. It'll still work out. He's still trying to cut me off. Guess. I have no idea where he's coming from, but okay, fort's down. Good, we can move forward with the next one. Now maybe a lot of these guys just take this passage this way. And we can go ahead and send somebody back to work here. Since this one's done, we're gonna go ahead and patrol. I want this side. Let's do that side. And there we go. Might increase our control in that area. Won't be so bad. Cannons. Can we make some money on cannons yet? We can do a little there. Not much. Not a really big demand for that. Books. There's a lot of demand for books. Tempted to go ahead and make some more normal troops. Oh, we can get Crusaders? May have to do that. I don't know how effective that'll be, but having some Crusaders would be nice. Okay, so Seville should be under control now. I want to go a little further on that. I guess we don't have that full balance yet. How close are we to the governor? Okay, 5 more. I want that one. Then we can reshift. So we just don't have the money to really do too much insane colonization yet. Not till we can get the government kind of situated here. Let's go deal with this. And do I have my new units? Yes, I do. Cool. I want to go and get me some Crusaders too. Because that just sounds for... Oh, can't do it except here. Damn, I'm going to have to remember that. least I can get them down here. I'm gonna go attack them. Community schools. Yeah, we want to do that. I'm gonna keep that going. Keep that momentum shining. Damn. Books is in serious demand. Okay, good news is we're finally making progress on that side. Just took forever. We actually might lose this. Yes, we did. Really need to get some regulars to help deal with this. Part of the reason I was really trying to push to get regulars up and running. Not a big fan of using levies once we start having regulars. We may have to change our tech strategy too again. That way we can start dominating these battles a lot easier. Although we don't have the funds really to be doing that. Yeah, well, I wanted to get the other regulars, you know, kind of don't really want to do the new world. I want to get my military better first so I can start winning these wars way better. So we're probably going to change that up again. I really need to get the better regiments. So let's do this. I'm going to pause this. So I've got to get, if I'm going to do these wars still, I need to make sure I'm caught up in military. All right, let's pull this back. All right, let's get back to the military branch. All right, I need matchlock levy. And then let's get the cannons. So we don't even have cannons yet. Let's go and get, I want to get these. That is a must, guys, unfortunately. And then there was another one right here. I'll grab the rights. Grab that. I need the maritime presence. No, I don't need that yet. Grab that. There we go. And then we need that. All right. And we'll reevaluate again. Never-ending mission. And let's go ahead and increase the demand for books. All right, we're gonna move back down here, retake that area. Looks like we got a lot of claims. That'll be good for us. I really want to move towards the capital economy, but I want the stability first. So we'll do that. And I guess we're crossing the next threshold there. Could get more money that way. Let's just fund that. And let's hope for the best. I don't want to lose any of that. Some of that stuff's too important for us to risk losing. Definitely want to keep building that up. Okay, they can't be everywhere, so this is good. And they ran right by us again. All right, let's just deal with that. There we go. And I'll just execute. I think we're going to take along the coast. We're not going to go through the Sahara. Because that seems like an absolute disaster. Let's see where we're at percentage-wise. Okay, I think we're good on Seville. So let's go ahead and assimilate another area to our culture. Okay, Algarve's not too bad. So let's go ahead and change that. So I want to keep getting more of these cores. There we go. And I should, while I'm doing this, I need to, okay, we're good there. I'm gonna go ahead and send him some money. First we'll profess trust. So that'll help. We'll profess a little bit more trust. And there we go. I want to keep those two because I want to convert them. Demand for books is unreal. So how I want to do this, I'll take here. And then we'll take across here. I think if we take this side here. Okay, the peace offer is pretty cheap. So I want to go for... Now, see if I can release somebody, because I think I can release somebody that I can throw some claims. If I remember right, Timbuktu, right there. That's who I need to release. I'll grab that. Yeah, we're in really good shape to take a lot of land, so I'm happy with that. Let's get some more books. Good news is I can keep producing there. We got enough people to instantly fill those jobs, so. Then we can probably claim these guys later. I'm gonna split that army up and just go after this guy. Since I know that's all he's doing is just gonna try to retake that. There we go. Now you just come back over here. Lumber mills are back in demand. That's what I was expecting. So we're gonna have to rebuild the cycle of life here, basically. Clear cutting down tons of trees. You said under in a land near my land gold. Yep, I want to go for the gold mines. So we got 2 golds there. I'd like to try to reach and grab that and release Timbuktu. I want to steal the gold. All right, so I get through this blockade here. Did France bail on me? What a coward. Okay, they did bail, but you know what? I want the French people to look at us better. There we go, government reform. I needed that. All right, let's get this rolling. Harbor administration. Finally. All right, let's keep building the circle of life, which is planting trees and demolishing them, because a lot of places are going to need it. Yeah, these guys were really short employment. That one's not going to do well. Most of them are short employment, realistically. Yeah, they'll fill them up. They'll fill them up. Let's get some more tools made. And we know we're going to need charcoal, so which will increase drive up our demand for wood too, which is fine. And then we can make the iron, bog iron. Where's it at? Oh, probably should make these 2 while we're at it. Hey, our troops need more practice on the serfs, or I mean on the peasants. Yeah. Open fire on the peasants. Now we're max serfdom, which is good. Looks like we still need more paper or lumber. Well, good news is we're creating ourselves our own little production triangle here. So that'll help. And then let's go to bog iron smelters. It may not seem like we'll need it, but we will. And we need to stay with jurisprudence. We want to max that out. It's so good. This will push this really high once we get that done. And then over here, I'm gonna go and start working on some of these guys. Oh, good. This one's converted, so we can absorb that one. And let's that. So we're starting to get caught up on these, so we can tweak these a little bit. All right, he's mad at us, as expected. That one's almost ready for us. Let's go ahead and do it. Culture. There we go. Okay, that's done. I'll move in over here. There we go. Our land's connected. Let's do for Timbuktu. And that's the gold. I want to go ahead and get over there so we can try to take that. Yeah, I want this one. Where are we at? 90. So if we take that, we'll have 3 gold mines that we'll have seized. I'm okay with this. Are they really trying to stop me again? I guess we're gonna go there ourselves. Since this is taking too long. Distillers. Well, I guess we'll do a couple of these. All right, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade these to the better paper. So that's gonna cost us a fortune in upgrading everything. But, you know, every little bit counts. Have we finished implement harbor? Not yet. Then we can get that increased to our governors. Let's go ahead and get the education of our other kids. We want smart family members. As much as we can, anyway. Surprise, we're having some issues here. Let's take that one. I think they're just starving on food. We'll keep driving up our demand for paper. Yeah, I want the rest of that gold. Then I want to get this. That'll help with culture assimilation too. So we want to make sure pretty much unite everything over here. And they're patrolling, okay. That's the main thing I want to make sure we're still patrolling. Some of these should be pretty close to being done. We lose that kind of money. I'll take the legitimacy hit and I'll just crank up our minting so we don't have to go in debt. They're calling for peace, but I want to try to get this. May not be able to siege it down in time. It may be a to be continued moment. There we go. All right. Now we did it. And is there any other gold that I want missing? Okay, the only one we're missing is the capital. And there's more gold there we want to get. Okay, perfect. I don't see anything wrong with this piece still. We grab that. We have Timbuktu set up. $99 there. How do I take the port? There we go. Maximum peace still. And then we're going to go ahead and release Timbuktu so we can get some claims. And I'm gonna hang on to it as long as I can. This is probably a bad idea, but we'll have to take stab hit on that one. Just in time for some more rebels. I'll call in France on that. Make them actually work for some money. Earn their pay. Hey, what do we got here? It's not the one I want. And neither of these are the religions I want. I'm gonna go ahead and void those. Should have got rid of that castle. With us having Timbuktu now, that'll help out quite a bit. And we've already got a boost to our gold. Might turn off our army maintenance. So our vassals in France can handle that. I don't need to get involved in all this. And let's see if we can get some more of this done. Keep converting everything to paper workshops. Have I converted this one yet? Not yet. Let's go ahead. I guess I told it to. It's just really slow. Okay. What about this one? Tunisians. Make him change culture too. I don't have not bothered with him yet, so we'll do that too. I believe this one's not converted either. We got quite a few upset with us, but I'm not worried about that. We'll be flipping things around shortly. Go ahead and get the governor here to boost this. France kind of stopped us from doing anything here, which sucks. And we also have this one that we're going to have to attack at some point. But he was useful. If I could get France to do a few nice things, that would be great, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because we can't build a road yet till this is cleared. So naval is still going to be our best, especially if we use governorships here. Nice thing is we can go ahead and start building these. We can't build them down here, so it's only in Iberia, which is a shame, but what these do, and they're so powerful, we get a better proximity source. Yes, nobles get a little bit more power, but what this does is increases our control drastically everywhere. So right now, once we have the governorship, this should push upward, but I'd like to go ahead and push it even further than that. But we can go ahead and go like here. We're going to increase. We want to basically have all of Iberia damn near 100% control, and this will make us an incredible amount of money. Then once we get all the people united under one banner where they're not mad at us, it'll be even better. So right now, we don't even have the culture capacity to take in the rest. And since we're losing, we're going to change it just to negative now. See, this one, Xanady, we're going to try to just slowly convert it. Castilian, we can work on that. And I definitely still got to keep getting up our prestige. And once again, books are just ridiculously in demand. Just the amount of demand is unreal. And we'll set up a naval probably along the river here so it flows in there. But yeah, the requirements. So if you look at this, the reason why we can't build it here, cannot be built in the region of the capital. Okay, so if we move the capital here or somewhere else, they'll be okay. Okay, yeah, we can do lieutenancy down here. So it's just the close proximity. Oh, could not remember how that worked. So we could move our capital up here to build roads, because then it would be considered a different region. Because this strait here does not count like Constantinople's. I did experiment with that, so we couldn't build normal governors over here, which sucks, because I would love to build over here. But if we tried, what it's going to say once we get it to lock in, no road connected. So that kind of screws up our plans a little bit. Now, the only thing we could do differently is we could put 2 navals here, but there's a lot of areas, so it's kind of depend on how you want to set it up. And I've thought about just using 2 navals here, putting one here and then putting one on this side, see what they do. So I'm trying to figure out what would be more cost effective for us. We do have some guys that are upset with us, or basically low rep anyway, so we'll fix that too. And not sure what's going on with my connection all of a sudden. All my data is showing that everything's good. Let me look something up here. It says it's not receiving enough data. Let me check my internet connection. We've had some really bad storms out in this area, so it could be a possibility that that's what's going on here. Let me just double check. real fast. Well, it looks like it's doing good. I have no idea. It might be on YouTube side for a change. Who the hell knows, really? So we're gonna try to get to 100 favors for this. It happens over time. So this is where you kind of play the waiting game. And I should have enough. I think by the time this one hits 100, we should ask again for proven culture. Maybe sooner. We'll see. I'm gonna use a little trick to basically max that out. Hopefully that's a trick that stays, because in 1.2 they nerf vassals, so it's like they decided they don't like the idea that people use small vassals just to integrate. They want you to use larger ones, so now the minimum will be 200, and the further away your vassals are from your main territory, the more disloyal they are. So the other option is to basically have a vassal within the vassal within the vassal. It's like, oh god, this is gonna get messy. So I don't know what's gonna happen on that. I just figure, well, we'll see how it all plays out. Let's go ahead and expand our shipbuilding. And we'll grab that too. Good. Push to 100. We'll push to 100. Oh, good. So we could do a law change. I don't know if there's really anything we want to change, but let's double check. We did want to change that to loyalty of subjects. So, although we are starting to absorb them, efficiency of the cabinet wouldn't be bad. And we could go ahead and change this to our crown favor the ruler now. Now we kind of got everything set up. And we went land acquisition. I just want to double check, make sure we have everything that we want. Don't think I have anything else. We wanted that. Legal code, traditional, that's all we got. Okay, that increases their satisfaction. Should take away their power altogether. Yeah, we're going to take away all their power. This one wouldn't be bad either, but we're going to do that. Increase opinion. There we go. No, it should be good. And we got some free money here. Cursed rebels always donating their money to us. Hey, we're still trying to reunite Iberia. I mean, we're just slowly integrating everybody. Before we get any more rebel simulators, I think we need to look. And I don't want to do any of those. Let's see how this is at. Okay, let's go ahead and absorb this one. No. Ooh, we can't do that one. Toledo, I think we can. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and absorb Toledo. 5 years to bring that one in. Get that one still Catholic. Okay, this one can be absorbed too. We'll get that one. By the time we absorb that one, should flip over to us. And we can go ahead and absorb this one. Okay, we got 4. Now we're not going to do any more at the moment. Woo is still dominating everything. Look at that. 7,400 gold. Jeez. 230,000 troops. That's just unreal. Pretty much built like a brick shit house at this point. I want to go ahead and increase our markets too after we do the bridges. Bridges and temples are always priority. Whoa. Okay, they need to like cooler jets, get repairs. How the hell we were letting them lose that many? It's beyond me. Okay, he is disloyal. Well, we can fix that. We can always fix that. Okay. Now I need to get more prestige too. Time to start humiliating everybody. I'd like to get attack Milan. France wants land. And I think we're still good relations with France, yeah. Let me see if we got any more bridges. Gotta get more bridges. And that bumped us up to 73, which our max control is now 87. Our max control here is 94, so we can push this up even more with those. So how we're gonna do that is drop more of these. We're gonna max out our control over here, so we can start really collecting a lot of money over here. We took out a loan. That's okay. We can take care of that real fast. This may work out better in our favor. Because we'd have to fight France for this strip of land or over here to be counted as a different region. So maybe we are better just having our governors over here for now. So we don't have, okay, we have one there. Maybe set one up in Tunis. If we could get this land from France, like if I could offer to buy it, this location, somehow. Yeah, they won't let us buy it. We'll have to fight France inevitably for it if we want to build a road down here. Which, not really something that I'm looking forward to, but they can be beat. France can be beat. Usually what happens is they overextend themselves quite a bit with multiple coalitions. And let's go ahead and bring up our jurisprudence even higher. More we can bring this up, the better. That's just going to be the winning ticket. Some of these we just don't have employment yet. Let's go ahead and finish this out, knowing these guys are going to need more books. And our money is starting to flow much, much better, guys. We'll go ahead and pay off our debt. We'll get that taken care of. Don't want that one, but I'll see if we get, yeah, that one's good. I don't want the mysticism. So for now, we'll just take, well, that's going to hit our jurisprudence. Yeah, we'll start going back the other way. We need to max that out. So this is the one we need, is Ashari. No, we need Ashari. I think we're gonna have to change it to this one in order for Ashari to show up, which means taking the stab hit. So let's go ahead and do this. Then we're gonna go ahead and change the school. There we go. Now, once Ashari shows up, we'll go for that as well. And we'll have to work up our stability again. Not a big deal. Then as you can see, our control is rising everywhere. Even in Seville, that should be now 100. Even ones out here will be 90. And then as long as we keep getting roads set up here, we'll be really, really good. And debt's paid off. So we can keep our crown up. And the other thing you can do is just counter it with counting houses. He's unmarried. Well, that's all he can marry right now. Guess that's it. Need more people for him to marry. Yeah, so that one is done. And Mazab is almost ready. Where's this one at? Let's go ahead and make him change. They're still pretty upset with us. What about this one? Slowly changing their ways. Perfect. Did we grab this one? Yeah, we already did that one. Still got to work on these. Not too big of a deal. This one's going to take a while. So it's so big. I'm going to get this one to change over here. There we go. And we're gonna have a lot of hated people that hate us for a bit. That's just how it is. And I'm just gonna go for making sure we have full control. And then we'll throw some counting houses out. My goal is to push these as far as we can go. And let's get a bailiff there. So that's a silver mine. Ah, Castile decided to civil war. That's fine. I'll have him crash real quick. And that one's not part of our area. Speaking of which, part of our area, we should probably come down here and put some bailiffs on our gold. And the reason I say that, so we get a little bit more production on it. I mean, we're not going to get the best, but that's better than nothing. And then we can go ahead and finish some paper here. And there's nobody in range to marry. That's a shame. Okay, good. We can go after Milan and we can go after Bambara. So first thing is we'll finish off Castile. And then we're going to go after Milan. And we're going to use our lovely, lovely friend up north, France, to help us fight Milan. Since we won't be able to get through as easy. So we can restore Genoa to its greatness. As we're going to keep Genoa probably. Okay. We still got those. I don't want mysticism. So we'll hold off on that. The nice thing is I can offset all this with counting houses too. All right, we got our first new military unit. It's going to be huge. And let's for quite a bit of prestige. Let's do that. And we're definitely going to be filling this out quite a bit. And the thing is, I could move the capital further away over to the east. I don't have to stay in this area, and I could build more lieutenancies everywhere to help keep pushing it. So we may move our capital to Egypt, possibly. So we may just do 2 navals here. Unless we can figure out a way to get a path later. But we were at 78. Once it flips, once it's done. Has it finished yet? Okay, we got that. Once it updates, it should say okay, it didn't update. Plus 25 to the proximity source. Maybe take a little longer to update. Maybe it'll take a little bit longer to update. And I want to keep the momentum on this paper. This is going to be good for us. So we're going to also add more madrasas, which should help further this. We're almost got our matchlock levies, then we'll be in way better shape. Oh, Castile's done. So we're gonna take this, and then we're gonna, we can't humiliate them, unfortunately, because they're rebels. But that's quick donation to our charity. All right, let's go to war. Oh, we got positive relations, darn. France will not participate. Wow, I got some crappy allies. Without France, well, I think I could still win this war. We'd have to rely on lots of landfall. That's where it's going to be the pain. That's where it's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, this one's ready to bring into the fold too. Start annexation. Still constantly check and see where everybody's at. Okay, that's converted. Okay. Let's go ahead and take care of this one too while we're at it. All right, we got quite a few we're annexing. Guess we'll have to wait for our next court session to do some claims. Then we can go from there. And let's look at our status here. Looks like this one's paying really good money. Damn, that one is really paying good for everything. Tremendous weapon shortage. And tools. I am going to go and bring that up. Because we always need a lot of tools anyway. So keep working on this. We are at 45 favors. I can accelerate this. Every 10 years I can give them money. So this one, I can go and give them money to boost them up even further. So we'll do that. Let's see if I can accelerate it with another professed trust. We're at 49 on this one as well. So we have to give these guys a bunch of money. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. And our colonies are doing pretty good down here. Let's go ahead and explore. We can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and send some people to explore this area. And we'll send this guy too. Closest is there. Guess we're gonna have to do that one. We could do South Atlantic. Let's see, distance wise. We'll do it that way. Send that one out. I might keep exploring all these, get all this mapped out. It's time to go ahead and get this all situated. And I guess we'll send a relative. And we'll go ahead and increase. There we go. We're almost done converting there. All right, we're starting to go up there, and now we can go and get some more roads. Definitely need to get these roads out too. So we want to get this all maxed out. Maximum controls 91 now, or 98. Perfect. Matchlock levies is done. Okay, so now we have a better army. Still can't marry anybody. think we'll go ahead and throw one over here. Maybe one there and there. There you go. We're still doing good in crown power. And what I'm doing is just offsetting a lot of this. And oh, they want to improve our relations. Okay, it's fine. Wonder if we can do the same with them. Yes, we can. Cool. May as well get that out of the way. Just got a little bit more to go. We definitely have some fun wars that we still can do. Still mysticism. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. This is working out pretty optimally. Yeah, we'll accept that one. I can't do much on that one. It's one of those take it or leave it situations. So we'll take it. Now let's see if I can put a lieutenancy down here to help. So we're so far away. There we go. I want to try to increase that. Just research the open sea. I know I'm at 14 and I know I'm gonna be late, but I don't think anybody's really in the New World. If you want me to be honest with you. I want to get this new military though, just so we can continue our war, Salah, because I do intend to go to war with some of these guys still. So I kind of want to make sure I have everything set up the way I want to be safe. I need to break this guy up too at some point. And let's go ahead and send this guy money. I need to keep boosting his trust up. Let's see, where's it at? There we go. Send gift. Oh, that's the base now. Kind of expensive base. A little bit more expensive than that I want to spend. And we lost somebody there. There we go. Fix that. I'm not too worried about it. New World's kind of a pain in the butt, Salah, just because I'm not a big fan of the colony system right now. It's too, I don't know, too wacky. I just don't feel like it flows correctly right now. I think it really needs a lot of work on it, to be honest. I know we don't have enough workers there. So be it. Looks like tools are in forever demand, which is good. Okay, we need to also upgrade our merchants now. Gotta do counting houses, gotta upgrade that. We got a lot of stuff we're trying to upgrade. And I'm waiting for the parliament so we can throw a claim on somebody. I don't even know who. I don't really want to just declare war and take a stability hit. This guy is beefy as hell. Just levies. It's a shame that I really will charge additional fees. Really close. France is in debt. Those poor souls. It's coming along nicely down here. Now let's check our control. Control's getting way better over here. Can't do anything over here. I don't know why. So everything else is growing fairly well. So I'm not sure on that. I'm gonna do that. There we go. I want temples everywhere, converting. And I did say we need to start building up our trade. We're just gonna start going down the line. So I'm waiting. Yeah. Oh, no, we're not doing that one. Yeah, we got to have cannons at this point. The military is pretty obsolete right now. But I'm gonna go down the list here and just keep getting more markets up and running. Okay, we should be working on cannons now. Then we can finally really start making a difference in battle. So kind of you get your butt kicked now with all the forts, because everybody likes to go forts like crazy. And I want to stay offensive for the siege, which is one hell of a must. Speaking of which, did I forget? Yes, I did. I want to go right there. There we go. Ah, finally, cabinet. All right, I would like to do support the state, but we're not doing that. Grab that. I'll go inward. We're not breaking alliance. All right, so who do I want to go to war with? That is the $1,000,000 question. If I go to war with the Ottomans, can't do it. If I go to war, this guy, pulling a whole bunch of friends. Interesting. If I go to war with Naples, France would help, but they want land. So if I promise them land, he would participate. If I go after... Are they part of the HRE? Yes, they are. Well then. He's a little too built up. Well, he's just got a lot of levies, and he's got advanced military. They're still behind a little bit, not much. They won't participate. It's kind of an interesting scenario there. We could do this. I'm going to rely on Egypt a lot, but this would allow me to get closer. Because then I could go after this guy. And if I go to war with Great Britain, France would participate. You know, we could go to war with England. I'm half tempted to go to war with England, but I kind of don't want to yet. So, I think what we're gonna do is I want to go after Byzantine. So I might even release him so I can keep getting claims. And let's take that. What do I want from Britain? Doesn't call these? Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, do I really want to? Nah, I need them to colonize and actually do some work. I was like, yeah. There we go. Besides, I kind of want to take this area. Okay, where is my really crappy army? Speaking of which, I should be able to update them someday. Plus, I can start marrying people further away, because this sucks. I can't really marry anybody. Like, I'd love that. Let's do that. Looks like I can build a lot more embassies. Okay. And I guess we'll go ahead and get some more. But I called you in. There we go. I guess we'll get some more overseas trade posts. It seems like a good time to do this. So it can be a little everywhere, trade-wise. Look at those fleets just run off for battle. Yeah, they can endure like the rest of us. I'm not going to deny that one. Well, we got this going. Let's go ahead and integrate provinces. So we got a few. I should come down here and integrate these. We'll have to do that later. There we go. They're coming along. Nobody else is here yet. France has got a few. They're fighting Mali for this land. Kind of hope Mali goes for it. Speaking of which, let me double check. Is there gold anywhere near her? Gems. Saffron would be nice. But that's all in Mali. Mali's been expanding down here, so yeah, we're not too bad. I need to see which one that is. I think I got everybody exploring except for that. Guess let's do that. And we'll send that guy down. And I guess we'll send that guy. There you go. I'll make him explore. They're also changing proximity now based on where your capital is. So if your capital's in the mountains, all mountains have a better proximity or something. I really wish Paradox would make up their mind on how they're doing some of this stuff. Well, I guess I don't need to worry about that. The war is going to be over pretty quick. And I guess I didn't max out my protected harbors, so that's important. And that is our heir. Currently our heir. I guess we'll see how well this one did. I think everybody got expensive educations, pretty much. All right, we paid for the last education there. Oh no, I took a stab hit. I'm sad. Oh yeah, they're crushing them. No doubt about it. Hey, you know, you have to put your vassals and your allies to work sometimes. And this guy is at 50. Just takes a little bit of time. And he's at 54. I kind of feel like profession trust does help increase those favors. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's just in my head on that. But I'm going to do it anyway. I should do this one too. I forgot about Leon. So these guys want a crap ton of money, and I don't really want to give them a crap ton of money. Because it cost me about 2,500 ducats to get 10 favors to push it over a little bit more. Which would be nice, it would speed everything up, but... There's that one. And... There's that one. We need more prestige, though. I got lots of people that need married. And you know what? I will take this one. That's actually really good. May as well be better to get over there anyway. Excellent, we got more maps. I should go ahead and just colonize that one. Since I'm right here anyway. He'll get most of this. There's our cannons. We're gonna have most of that. Well, at least I got the Congo area. I'll spend a little bit more on colonies. Although it's gonna get a little costly. Of course, I had to lose prestige, so I'm trying so hard to get a lot of. Because, yeah, that's how it works. We're closing in on them. I admit that I'm a little shocked. They're struggling over there. I guess the struggle is real. Well, update time. I needed to get a lot more money before I go too crazy on this. We're still reinforcing? Really? Okay, we're good now. All right. So, what I need to do now is start getting cannons. So I keep building up our money there. Time will be remembered. We gain loyal subjects. Oh yes, diplomatic annexation increase. Thank you. Doesn't mean those two are done. Guess let's do Kerman. And then I guess the Ottomans. And then still nobody over on that side. All right, that should solve quite a bit of our problem. We got some cores. I should go ahead and expand all the way over here. So our governor's here. If we come out over here, it really wouldn't be too bad for now. I mean, it's not where I want to settle everything, but I've got the governors. May as well, because we can always revamp them later. And I guess we'll marry her. Would like to get to the rank of empire. Let's see what we need to do to increase our offers. That one's still short. Paper. Still got a lot more there. Let's go back to our marketplaces. Could also do trade offices. Trade offices would be really good. So I really want to expand our trade influence. Now let's see where we need to upgrade at. All right, let's keep going just down here, I guess. I want to start trying to get all these upgraded where we can. That'll help us out in the long run. So we're at 31 crown, and we'll probably flip over to favor the ruler soon. Control is really developing nicely. France wants us to help him in this war that he started. Sure, why not? I don't want to lose our alliance with him. I mean, France can handle it. I mean, he's got... France... Oh, they're not counting his levies yet. Yeah, he hasn't even raised his levies yet. France will be all right. France can solo these guys. The fact that France needs me to help him is funny. And yeah, let's do more prestige there. All right, it's almost time to get involved. How's our cogs? Yeah, we got some. I need to get halberds. Should raise up my money a little bit more. Really should, but we'll be all right. And raise another one up. It's not going to be balanced the way I'd like it, but I should be able to clobber the hell out of these guys over here. I think I'm going to run over here to aid them in their battles. And we should get a crap ton of money back once the colonies are done too. That is kind of hindering us a little bit. All right, let's send our fleet over here to play. We'll come over here since we're fighting Georgia too. So they've got Byzantine right where they need him. And let's go ahead and get more marketplaces updated. There we go. Army maintenance is hurting. Most of it is colonies, taking a good chunk out of me, which is fine. We're almost there for the New World stuff, so. Nobody's in the New World, I imagine. Yeah, he's not even colonizing. I guess he's on a coffee break too. England is. Oh, Bulgaria's fighting him too. Lovely. Well, that don't help me any. So, damn. I'm guessing this war is going to be over pretty quick then. I'm gonna go ahead and crank that down, save some money. So I don't think we have to worry much to worry about, guys. I think we're gonna be all right. I'll keep building those up. Our trade is doing a lot better. I'm happy with the market progress. That explains why poor old Egypt is like struggling. And we'll go ahead and move down naval more. Yeah, it explains so much. I guess we'll sit here and wait for now. Because realistically, not gonna do anything over here. And all I gotta do is eat the Byzantine Empire, and Epirus will just fall in our lap as a vassal anyway, without any work. So if we do this, so I think if we go this route right here, whoop, I didn't finish that. Where are we at? 98 with that. Okay, so we're at 98 with this. That puts us at 109. I guess I could always move them there. That pushes it to 100. I release Thessaly. Thessaly then can claim here. There's gold right there. So, yeah, we'll take the gold from there. And speaking of which, we got some more money to spend, so let's go ahead and get some more trade running. And there we go. Just going down the list here. Make sure we try to hit as many as we can. I just want to keep improving each one of our markets. So we got a crap ton of markets. That's also because we just set up, try to be everywhere and anywhere. Oh, good. Trezobon's free now. Maybe we can turn around and actually do something. Maybe. I want to get these RGOs too. Anywhere I can spend money to make money, it's profit. If I improve gold too, we'll do that. But it doesn't look like there's any gold that needs improved right now. I think we got all that covered. Definitely a lot of expensive RGOs. There we go. I suppose I should go over there and attack them. I guess we will. Yes, the Ashari Scholar arrived. This is where it's gonna get murky. That's the one I want right there. We're gonna invite him. So we're gonna go ahead and send him packing. Maybe. It's gonna cost us quite a bit to dismiss him. Okay, he's young enough. I might be able to keep him around for a while. Because I need to get my stability up anyway. I'll go ahead and turn on my army maintenance again. A lot of these don't even have people to work it right now. Kind of a gamble. We'll take that one too. Every little bit counts. All right. Did we land yet? No. Didn't even have to help France. That's the nice part. I'm going to integrate over here. I'll grab that one. I should just try to convert that guy. Try. Some of these guys are too big to really do the culture converting, unfortunately. Oh, good. Everybody's done there. We'll come over here and play. Georgia's not going to do anything to us anyway. I just want to keep increasing these. Since those are going to be huge anyway. I want that 5% research from Ashari. We're almost there. Finishing that up. I really just reserve my levies for emergencies, because I don't really need to be involved in half this stuff. I mean, France is a big boy. See, France is handling it. I didn't have to. I'm sure my vassals helped him a little bit. Yeah, there they are. So, I'm sure it was a coalition. France loves doing that. I haven't really bought too much armories or anything like that for manpower, so I got to be a little conservative with everything. Okay, we're stuck there. I guess we'll assist this siege since we got cannons. Ah, there's Georgia. Well, Egypt should be able to handle this. I think I'm going to just go for Emirati too. value has not increased too much. But let's see what we got for money. Spinners. Well, that seems to be no surprise. Okay, so if we do that. We want to keep our production going. Since we seem to need quite a bit of spinners, which we're using a lot for our temples. So cannons, well, finally need cannons. Guess we can do one there. Guess we'll do a cannon there. And then paper workshop, well, it's kind of to be expected. Let's see what we got. Oh, we just crashed. That's the first crash I've had. Well, damn. Let's see how far back it sent us. Son of a bitch. That was the first crash we've had. Let's just see how far it sent us. Looks like we didn't go too far back. My first EU5 crash, other than when I alt-tabbed to load up the stream. Well, I think that's what's telling me that, you know, it's 3-hour mark. I should probably save it and we'll pick it up later this week. So if you want to see what I've been working on behind the scenes, I'll share a spoiler. So this, I've recorded so many hours of the footage, it makes me cry. So I was able to pretty much unify the land pretty easy. I'll share this one. So this is the Ottoman Empire at 1592. I make an absurd amount of money. This is I've been recording this because I started as a speed run to see how fast I could defeat the Mamluks, which I defeated the Mamluks by 1420-ish, I think. Probably could have been a little faster, but my goal was to beat the Mamluks early. It was not, I was determined that you could beat them early, and yes, you can. There's some tricks you have to do, but yes, you can beat them. This is a very stable empire. Part of the stability comes with, so I'll share some of this. So part of the stability comes with this, which is pretty funny. I have Greek loves me, Armenian loves me, Bulgarian loves me. Some of them I didn't do as much. This took a long time to do. This is almost 60 million pop. If I remember right, reading it. So the funny trick with the Ottomans here is we have our own Caribbean islands. Did that because I had a feeling once I was recording this, Saul, I was hearing you say, well, where's the colonies? Where's colonies? Castile's really the only one that's been bothering. I just had a massive war with Castile and beat them up. I do want to try Timor and just, I want to see how much world I can conquer with Timor really fast. My two allies are Bohemia and Poland. So this is a massive empire. Here's where the screwy part is on this. I'm #1 in the world. I surpass Great Wu economically at this point, which blows me away. My troops, nobody is even close. 263,000 regiments. I mean, let's just say when I go to war, it's not, but cultural hegemon, nobody even comes close to break me on that. Heavy ships, yes, because I lost some going to the New World to deal with some rebels. And then I'm struggling on this one. And the world map on this one's crazy. So I'll show the world map on this. Great Wu literally conquered Siberia. They vassalized Northern Yuan. So they're busy just colonizing here. I was like, what the hell's going on here? This is so screwy. But they didn't take the Jinzhou area. So I think that's why they didn't stay super rich. The Sengoku period's still going on. Korea's been slowly biting into them. And then we've got several other empires here, but yeah. And then if we look at the world map, colonies, France has been busy. England's just getting there. Poland, guys, is colonizing the New World. Frickin' Poland. And then the Duchy of Lüneburg is colonizing. I figured you guys would get a good laugh on this. Lüneburg. Meanwhile, I'm getting set up so I can attack Central America. And then this random chieftain of Calamari is pretty much who's here. There's a little bit of Portugal, mostly Castile. Here's where they spent most of their time. They colonized You conducted research on the entire world of Timor, which was only part of China. So get this, the crazy part with this is they spent the entire time colonizing even Scotland. They spent their entire game colonizing Africa. I was just like, what the shit is this? I want to see this populated like EU4. They need to make it harder for them to just sit here and colonize all this. I was just like, come on, guys. We can do better here. Then we got the Qataran Empire, this one little province here, but yeah. That's how crazy this campaign I did. Grand campaign that I've recorded that was seeing how fast can I take out the Mamluks, how fast I can speed run. So that is, I've got about 37 hours worth of editing to conduce it down to probably 35 minute videos. So that's probably the reason I'm not going to be probably streaming a lot this week. And then we'll show you Andalusia on the world map. We'll look at that real fast, see why Great Wu is so broken right now, because I think it'll be funny. All right, so back here. All right, world map. And yes, I'm not doing Iron Man because with all the bugs and shit, I just like, I usually wait for Iron Man. But this one's a run I've been doing. The Northern Yuan is colonizing Siberia. Great Wu is still beastly as hell, but they have more here. I had Korea, I played as Korea, and I had all of America, Sala. I'm just saying. So, yeah, this is screwy, guys. Even this world. By the way, Timur doesn't even exist in this timeline either. They never existed. And all these are broke up. George is powerful. These guys still made it. They integrated almost everybody. So, I mean, it's crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. No games are the same. That's the only nice thing I will say about EU5. Except for England doesn't really beat France hardly anymore. And France just still beats up all the coalitions, so I don't think they have an idea how to really fix it. And you see Hungary really started devouring too. So I don't know. It's interesting. But anyway, I will likely be back streaming maybe Wednesday night or latest Thursday. I'm going to try to get back to my regular schedule. I'm still going to have Soul Mask. I'm still going to have Windrose, my survival games, and I'll still add EU5 to rotation. May go back to EU4 for a little bit too. I know a lot of people, I want to keep this channel focused on real-time strategies, or not real-time strategies, or survivals, because I really like doing that. And we'll have some interviews coming out too for other content creators. I got a lot of stuff I really want to get done on this channel for you guys for content, because I think you guys will enjoy it, but it's time allow. Anyway, it is 11, so I'm going to wind down because I got work tomorrow. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. And with that, I bid you all a fantastic Monday. Good night.